Hey everybody, just a quick message from Bald and Bonkers Network. We would like to remind everybody that certain topics of discussion may not be comfortable for all listeners. Certain viewpoints may not reflect those of our partners, sponsors, affiliates, our hosts, or that of our guests. We would like to encourage everybody to keep a respectful and open climate of discussion for all topics, no matter how disturbing they may be. So viewer discretion is advised.
In life, you never know what crystals may just lie inside what you see. This is the Unicorn, featuring Smith Factor Paranormal Investigations. Uncover the gems deep inside the mysteries to see what you discover.
Hello, folks. Don't know why it's lagging, but it's okay. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Hello, folks. Don't know why it's lagging, but it's okay. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Hello, folks. Don't know why it's lagging, but it's okay. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Hello, folks. Is that better? Hey, Ma. I figured it out already. I went to go share it out, and I accidentally left it up, so I was hearing my own echo. So I do apologize for that. Thank you guys for coming in. We are going to continue on our crystal healing for women. What? Good. I'm glad. That was weird. So last week we talked about the different crystals that are perfect for women in different parts of their lives, whether it be menopause, hey Sam, or just a life changing or an every month changing, and what to do with that. In the back of the book, we'll discuss that when we get to there, the different spells and different crystals you can use to combine to, if you have like endometriosis like me and all the females in my family have had, this will help maintain that pain. It will not take it away, but until you're able to take care of the illness, then it will help per se on the pain and the motivation, because having such sickness or illness can destroy or take away weakness, and it'll make you weak and not motivated and such like that. So with that being said, we are going to talk the role of ritual and healing. The spiritual practice can be deeply nourishing and grounding along with your spiritual journey. The practice of ritual combines scared intentions with action. So with that, what it means is certain crystals like salt have a bit of an electrical current that does help. Yeah, and that does. Salt is a porous crystal, and a porous rock is what they call. So with the electro lights in there and all that stuff, if you put it in the belly area and the little triangle that it's upside down, I know it's supposed to be the other way, but if you put it in that general area of where the pain is, it will help absorb all of that and the illness, and it won't take it away until you see obviously the doctor. We all hate them, but until you can see a professional to get it taken care of. Now this will take away from you taking the medications that doctors will prescribe and want you to take. This will help with the calming and relaxation of that. It's great for anybody. I mean, you can even do it on if you have a knee surgery coming up, but you can't wait and you don't want to take anything, you can do that. All it is lining whatever crystals it is in whatever shape that it tells you to do. Most of them for females are the triangle. because it will go in the corners. And it's central, and it'll center it. And as it centers it, it's kind of like the middle, hey babe, will absorb it and contain it. So that's why it's important to recharge your crystals on the full moon with your salts, with, the Mother Earth. Go take some dirt. That's what we do. We do, if it rains, obviously. We don't want to lose them. Mother Earth can do that. I mean, you put it in the dirt and then it rains and it's like, now where are buried? Even if you put a marking there, it can be washed away. We live on a farm, so that's been a very common thing for us to do. We tried that. We did luckily find it, but it happened. Rituals help bridges and reclaim of the mystical with the materials and can serve powerful portions to heal and concern certain engaging on daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal rituals can help to stay present in your daily life. As in, if you start a healing spell, as in what we are talking about, don't do it once and expect it to be fine. I'm good. Because that's not how rituals and spells work. Spells and rituals are meant to be done on either a daily, like for an example, if we are to cleanse and seal this room, if it rains, we bring them inside and put them under our bedroom window. Yeah, well, that's exactly right. If it rains, then yes, that's what we do. We bring them in and we put them in our bedroom window or any window in a house, whatever gets the most moonlight. Bagged with Mother Earth. So Chad normally takes care of that. That's why he's able to explain it. We just hand it off in our little bags. Regardless, it could be a simple sandwich bag to a little cloth bag. So it doesn't matter what kind of bag, as long as it's able to contain the material. But going back to the ritual and what they say on taking care of it on a daily, weekly, monthly, or seasonal. Like if you were to close a portal or cleanse a room or a house or a business, do not do it once and expect it to be okay, because that's not how it works. If you were to close a portal, you put your black and your white salt down and you do your protection crystal in there. And we normally do it towards the back and kind of hidden. I mean, if you got little ones, they're going to be, ooh, it's shiny, let's play. No. Or if you have animals that like to bat things around, like I have a cat, she'll play with just about anything. You're going to want to do that on a weekly basis. And as it goes through, hey sis, thank you for coming in. It's important to do that, because if you do it with a portal and you don't continue it, the portal will open if the salt is disturbed. If you have it and it has a line through it, it just can't be disturbed. So we did one for our client, and we did that, and she called us, 3 months later, I think, and we had to come back and do it all over again because our basement flooded. That's just how it happens, because it wasn't kept up, and her little dog went down there, and it just went from there. So it's very, very important to keep up with the rituals of any means. If you're doing it because you have belly cramps, or you have a migraine, or you're stressed, or a loved one's passing, you're grieving, I mean, any means of a daily. 4 months. Yeah, I thought I was close. So, Smith Family Paranormal Investigations, my husband, for those that are hopping in and not familiar with us, we do the inner courts. Investigations. Okay, sis, not a problem. I appreciate you being here. The ritual, and the reason why they say that, so rituals can help you stay present on your daily life, and along with unique soul journey. As in, I am a green witch. I am still learning about myself. Sister PWI in here, Sherry, she has helped me along my journey with that and doing these. Yes, we just got the book, so I'm just reading it as I'm reading it to you and then off of my own. So I am learning as I go, but this also helps as well for any journey that you're going on, regardless of health or any other means, or to learn about your intentions or your abilities, learning how to be pagan or Wiccan or just a white witch, whatever the case may be, it always helps to do this. Certain rituals present in this book can exceptionally potent during certain times of the day, month, or year. And what that means is if you wind up doing, like when I wake up in the morning, yes, I will always help as much as I can. Oh, you have done an amazing job, sis. Amazing. When I wake up in the morning, before I even get out of bed and go wake the kids up, that is my 15 minutes of me time. I will get my crystals out of my nightstand, which is in one of these bags, and it's a lot fuller than this. And I will set up in my bed, and I will turn my meditation music on, and I will do my meditation. It relaxes me. It gets me awake. It gets me focused. It gets me ready for the day. That is why it's important if I were to do my meditation in the morning and then turn around and do it at night. Well, the intention is to start my day off on the right foot, essentially. Not to, it's good that you could do it in the day and in the evening, but you have to do it at the same time every day. Or if you were to do it weekly. Some people do meditation and rituals and certain things like that and spells to start their week off. If you do it on a Sunday morning, Sunday evening, Sunday night, whatever time of the day it is very good to do it on a weekly basis at just about the same time. It's important to do it at the same time, but we know life gets in the way, so as close as you can to that time is the best. We all know the ones with kids, that tends to happen. Now this one walks into collecting and caring for crystals. Well, we already know important caring for crystals and how to recharge them. You can do it, like sometimes we have our little tiny cookie sheet. I mean, it's really small, but it's enough for us to do our crystals, and it's made for, we put it aside specifically for that. We'll lay it in there, we'll put the salt on it, and we'll go stick it in the moonlight. It's best to do it at a full moon so it gets the full charge. Or if we don't have the specific salt that we use, we go and we can use the Mother Earth and put some soil on there and bury it. Like what we just said, if it's raining, we do take a little baggie. It does not matter the size. It really doesn't. And you can, or a container. I mean, you can do a plastic container, or you can do one crystal in each little container and put it on. Just make sure it's completely covered. That's the most important thing, is to always make sure it's covered. But make sure it's in the windowsill if it is raining out. If it is not raining out and it's snowing out, same thing. You don't want to lose it. But if the case may be that you're able to take it outside, we live on a farm, so it is very easy for us to walk outside and find a piece of land. A section that we call our own. Now, I do have a section behind the barn where it's kind of rounded that I like to go with my chair and just sit. Hubby has his section on the farm that he likes to go and just focus and sit. This is our way of either talking to, and yes, wherever we go, whatever we do, we always take our crystals with us. That is the most important thing about having crystals. When you collect them, you choose them, they are yours. Just like when you get married, you put that ring on, it's yours. You don't leave the house without it. Some of my crystals, because I work in an elementary school, are around here, so I have them all with me. My chakras, different stuff. So at least I have them with me. Sometimes I have pockets where I can stick it in my pocket, but I also have little ones that like to hold my hand, or as we're walking, put their hand in my pocket. Why? I don't know. They're kids. I don't question. So there is times where if I wear these, like today I wore these, and these don't leave my wrist at all. Just because if I do take them and leave them in a car, at least I know they're with me. They're in the car. They're not physically with me, but they're here. So, are you ready to uncover the healing potential of mineral? Yes, we are. Fine crystals. If you are in the beginning of your crystal healing journey, I recommend starting with one of the 3 crystals. And chapter 4 and 5. Yes, I do. But sis, I'm very particular on what I wear around toddlers and little ones, especially in school, only because I don't want them to accidentally break it. These I can rebead, but it's something that really, really means something. You know, I'm very temperamental in what I wear around them. 587. Let's skip ahead real quick. 87. Nope, wrong way. I will mark this and we will come back to it. Getting to know your energy, qualities, and grow your and grow your relationship with a few months before adding more. So if I were, where'd it go? Okay, this is a good one. This is the one that I actually got first, one of the first. We were walking through our favorite spot. You guys may be familiar with it. Some may not. It is called Crystal Fox. Hello, good morning to you. Thank you for joining. So this is one of the ones that I picked up from Crystal Fox, and it gave me that electrical warm feeling that I normally get when I do feel connected to crystal. If I feel the warmth off of the box, I will reach in and grab one. Yes, I love doing crystal work. I really do. To me, it's more centering, and I get to focus my attention, and it just helps me open my mind up a lot more. I have issues with a lot of health issues and depression and stuff like that. So this really helps. So when you pick your crystal, it could be the first 3 that catches your spark, per se. Hey, Coffin, how you doing, hon? Then I work with them. I get to know them. I know it sounds weird, but a lot of people like to talk to them, get to know their energies. They get to know your feeling, your intentions, meditation, stuff like that. So this was one of my first ones. And then I had a protection stone. So they were my first 2. So I used the clearing and the protection. I brought them wherever I went. So with that, I was able to work with them for a good few months. I mean, I think it was a little longer than that because we didn't go there that often. But that was, so with that, it was just getting to know it. We've done a segment before, getting to know your crystal. So buying them is a very important part of, it's not just, it's buying them, but choosing. Not only do you choose them, but they choose you. They choose whoever they want to protect or take care of or be with and stuff like that. This is a way you can deeply understand and profile and frequence of the minerals, and they can become deep allies and healing tools for the future. When buying crystals, pay close attention to how you feel when you first hold or see, especially when buying online. Buying online is okay if you don't have a crystal store physically near you where you can go to. If it catches, like, for an example, I don't know where it went. My husband was looking on Sherry's store, and this wand that he absolutely adored, but he's like, I don't have it right now, so I'm just going to keep looking. So it kept catching his eye. It's like, buy me. I'm yours. You chose me. I chose you. It's meant to be. Unless you get that connection with something, it may not be. But if you feel, he kept going back. Sorry, I have an emo right now. Says, you're perfectly fine. I totally get it. He kept going back and looking at different products and different stuff that were there, crystals and spells and stuff like that. And this wand just kept ending up center of the screen. So with that, he was told it's meant to be. He's not going to ignore it no more. He did for a long time, and then he eventually got it. It is here, but I just don't know where at the moment, but it is here. Look for an intense feeling of connection, attraction, and explanation within you, like we just talked about. Crystals are very powerful in that connect. Yeah, that is so true. They are more powerful than what we realize. They have, you could study and study and study crystals and learn about crystals, but at the end of the day, do we really know all of it? I don't believe so. I believe that there's a lot more out there about crystals that we're reading, we're learning. So try to energize, attune with a crystal first before reading its description. So, and that's a great one. All tools are God. Yes. Coming from your wand or your herbs or whatever the case may be. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah. Hello, Light. Thank you for coming in. Before reading the description, feel the crystal. Hold it in your hand. Like, I knew what this one was for. This was my cleansing. This was my focusing. This was meant for me to do what it's meant to do. So get to know your crystal. Then, if you're still unsure, it's okay to read that little paper. Wherever we go, and we only have one place that we like to go to, unless it's a convention or something, then we will read the paper because it has a great knowledge in it. It's nothing wrong with that. But the reason why we say to feel the crystal, learn the crystal, because you're learning on a personal level, on a spiritual level, on a whole nother level that anybody else wouldn't understand but you and that crystal. Usually a healing crystal that you are originally drawn to will be a perfect match for what your body and spirit need at that time. If you select stones based upon the description, your mind and ego may take a section rather than your intuition. So if I were to go into the store and I were to just grab the random bag that was sitting there, then I wouldn't know whether it chose me or I chose it because I'm in a rush. I need crystals, but I'm not paying attention. So it's kind of one of those you have to really pay attention to yourself, your intuition, and how you're feeling when you go in there. Like when I go in a Crystal Fox, immediately, I don't get a headache, but it's kind of one of those, my mind is telling me I need a crystal. So what do? I go over to the crystals. That's on this glass shelf and it's on the wall behind. And I will stand there and I will let the guides and let the crystals do its work. And then if I get a color, because that's the first thing that comes to my mind, and I don't understand why, I don't question it, then I will go over to the section of those. And then I will put my hand over it very slowly until I feel, that sensation that that's the one. And then when I feel that that's the one, I'll pick one up. If I get that warmth and that feeling, I don't even have to close my hand. All I have to do is open it up. And if that palm starts to get warm and it starts to spread, I know that's the one and we're going home together. Yeah, I kind of do, but I didn't even realize that. Oopsie. I'm a husband for the night. What can I say? I didn't even realize that. No, I have not. Good catch, sis. Yeah. So I'll go in there, and I've had somebody ask me, what are you doing? You're just standing in the hall, in the aisle. And I'll explain to him while Chad's off doing his thing on the other side of the store with the incense burners or, potion stuff or grocery shopping is what I call it there. And I'll explain it to them. And then when they're ready to pick theirs, they'll go and do it. And then when I come back, and if they're there, we happen to run into them one time. They're like, I really tried that. That really worked. I was like, I told you. So, hey, little girl. Sorry. Exactly. That's why I was saying when I stand there, I'll let them. I'm not worried about changing the name. It's already too late. He's gonna come in and change it anyway. Hold on, folks. I didn't realize it. I'm sorry. That is that one. Oh yeah, it's the avatar. Bye, Mom. Bye, honey. See you tomorrow. I didn't even notice it. He's gonna go take our adopted daughter home. Think, sis did say. Say what? What did I miss? So that's why it's important when you go, don't be in a rush. If you have the time, and it's important to have the time when you go into any crystal store or online to take as much time as you need for your crystals. Any incense or any potion related, herbs, wands, whatever it takes and whatever you need. Oh my God. Nice. Sorry, guys. It's very, very important to make sure you take your time because when it comes to your crystals, they are yours. Once you buy them, as long as you care for them correctly, they will continue to do their job for you. You respect them, they will respect you. You communicate with them, they will communicate with you. It's very, very simple. It's a lot of work, but it's simple. It can be difficult determining on the fair price of particular crystals because of the price range widely. This is due to the various factors involved, including the rarity of the gem, the quality of mineral, and its cut, size, and location of origin. If you are buying large or rare specimens, it is always a good idea to cross-check prices online first with other dealers. If you have your mind set on a crystal ball or whatever, and it's a tower or whatever the case, and you see that it could be a few $100s, like we have one, what we call our little bowling ball, because it is an 8-pound crystal that we got out of one of our unboxings. It is $399, and that is from Crystal Fox. But we didn't pay for it. It just came in one of our boxes. So, and with that, if there is a specific crystal that you need either to replace or because you need it for a spell or whatever the case may be, make sure you definitely check the prices. Prices to some may not be that important. It's more of the connection you have with the crystal and what the crystal's connection is with you. Earth made an elaborate made crystal. Laborite made crystal. In recent years, as demand for crystals has increased and supply for certain stones has decreased, there has been an influx. I have a crystal ball. I am still learning that in some places. Yeah. Of elaborate made and altered crystals. While elaborate manufactured crystals do contain healing qualities relating to their respective color, they do possess the energy and information from the earth. I personally prefer nature untreated crystals, meaning stones that are not heated or dyed to achieve the specific color, as they hold the original information intended and healing qualities of the earth. However, it is up to you, and always trust your intuition. And that is a great statement right there. I used to take the kids during the summer to this state park, and we were able to pick up a bunch of different little crystals. They were not cut. They were not touched by a manufacturer like these guys are. They were rough around the edges, and they were definitely told a completely different story than these guys. Granted, they do have the similar story. Yep, the color is important when it comes to healing. Yes, it is very important. Very important. But Lily, not now. I'm sorry. I have a cat trying to climb up on my lap. Not happening right now. Polished and organic crystals. This is a slight energy difference between the natural raw stones to a polished, tumbled, or cut stone. Natural stone is an original form, while the cut or polished stone is undergo an additional process to resize and smooth it. However, the difference is so slightly that it is not worth worrying over. Instead, think about how comfortable it feels. Like, we have a rough hematite that we got, and then we have the manufacturer. Oh, I know. Every time I do a show, sis, every time. She wants to be up here. She'll lay up on the keyboard. I can't have that. She will turn you guys off, and I don't like it. So, I think she just went into her box. So, she'll be fine. So, this is a rock. It's a crystal. This is an original raw form, and it will glow in a UV. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it will glow in UV green. I don't want to blind you guys, but there you go. Kind of, you guys see that green tint? That is the natural form. Now, not saying that if they were to polish and cut this down, you know, the only part that would be left in this is the top crystals, these little fragments. You would be missing the entire story, the entire history of this. Granted, this is a manufacturer. This has been tumbled. This has been cut. Let me see. Turn my light on, see if you guys can see without blinding myself. Okay. So this is the manufacturer, which you see it is smooth. There went an orb. These are all the same, manufacturer and tumbled. And you can definitely see the difference. You have, yeah. So, and that was the difference in between the raw and the manufacturer. The raw, you get a bigger, more, versus the manufacturer, which you get so much less. They cut them down, they polish them, and not all polishes are clear. Some may give that tone. And this one has, you guys can't see it, but it has layers in it. Granted, it does show the layers, but in the raw form, yeah, none yet. It's just important to know what you're looking for. We went to the park and it was me and the kids, even Rosie, and we were out just enjoying the water. And we looked down, and Rose was like, "What's that?" I was like, "I don't know. Figure it out." Then she picked it out and brought it to me. And it was, honestly, it looked just like that. This is that one that we found, but it was so similar. So we brought it home. It has the similar effects to it. So it all works. You just have to know what you're looking for. And if you, maybe this weekend. Yeah, that's true too. Identifying crystal shapes. Single crystal points. A crystal point is a single determined crystal is great for directing energy. It acts like an arrow and focuses energy and intention in one specific direction. You may use a crystal point for manifesting and self-healing and crystal grid work. So, nice. That is pretty cool. Thank you. That is great. I mean, you can use that in different ways. Focusing your energy. Hold it. I know I keep using the same one, but that's all I have in the hand reach right now. So, hold it. Sit it down. Whatever circle or you're using or platform or board or whatever the case may be. Everybody is different on how they set things up. Some may have a little corner desk thing or table or whatever, and then they just go from there. So it is very good to have a good intention when you use this one. A wand, which we all may have a wand or two. A crystal wand shape helps to direct the energy of a stone in a particular direction. It may be natural in shape, such as a cellulite wand. Hold on. I have one of those. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was cleaning up and the cat decided. Yeah, we have an entire tackle box. And I am not lying. Because that's what my feet are propped up on. With my pillow. But this is a wand. A crystal wand. And you can use it for your spell work. We have a tons of these. But you can use it for various of things. The naturalness of it. It's rough. It has not been tumbled. These things come in rocks or large structures. Yeah, I'll discuss that towards the end of the show about this weekend. We have a lot going on this weekend. So the crystal wand shape helps direct the energy of the stone to a particular direction. It may be natural in shape, such as a cellulite wand, or cut and polished in an archive, a desired shape, such. Where did that come from?
I found it.
Where?
While I was working like about a month
Oh, look at that. Uncle Hubby just found.
ago. Black City.
Wow. And they said these aren't in Maryland. Yeah, okay. And hubby found this at work.
It looks like an Aaron point.
It does.
That's why I keep it with me.
Yeah, it's definitely yours. It doesn't like me. Take your crystal back. And I say that in a nice way, but he deals with my crystals. I got a wand and I got some of these guys. It is awesome. Set in my room in the cabinet. Yeah, these are very awesome. I think this is the longest one we've gotten yet. But we have our crystals. They are heirs, but we definitely know when we have picked up the wrong crystal, because there goes an orb. We will get the wrong feeling, as in, give me back. I have not belonged with you. But bowling ball right there. So this is the bowling ball I was talking about. This is that crystal. And I call it a bowling ball because it's the shape of a duck pin bowling ball, right? Yeah, I was right. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but $399.95. And this guy is huge. Colorations in it, the swirls. We haven't figured out whether we are going to keep it. Yeah, that's exactly what I got when I was showing it to you. So, I love the swirlish in this. It's beautiful. Alright, take your bowling ball. So we haven't figured it. I thought I was going to drop it. It slipped in my hand. Whew. So, Hammy air wands down there. That's a great example too. So, talking about wands, I was thinking of right there.
I'm trying to find a spot to sit.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Apparently I'm now. Hello to you too.
What?
She's like, where?
It's yours to give her sit in her chair. Yes, we were thinking about keeping it, but we haven't made our mind up yet.
If we don't keep it, we're definitely selling it.
Yes. So, one of the two. So, talking about wands, this one yours or mine?
That was mine.
Okay.
Yours is like this.
I couldn't remember. It's very rare that we use our wands. Very rare. But we have got to learn to use them. And yes, this is your wand because I'm already feeling it. Okay. So this one is Chad's wand. This is a handmade one. I don't know where you did with the one that you got from Sherry, though. I think it was right here, but I don't know if I moved it. So this is what we do a lot of air work with. I have two. Chad has two. Chad got, let me see how much one. Thank you, Chris. And I like more of a raw form. Granted, it does have some coloring to it, but you can see the natural in the wood. And that's what I love about this. So, very nice. You're able to do your intentions. It does come with a little certificate. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So, these were the ones that we purchased before Chad purchased the one from Sherry. So
I purchased these after.
Oh, after.
Sherry.
I couldn't remember. Anyway, so with that, wands are important to also, just like crystals, choose the one that's for you. Don't just choose one. Make sure the crystal or wand or herbs or whatever you're using is the ones that you're supposed to have. With that, it is important. Double determined crystal. Double determined crystal is a single crystal with a point on each end. It both sends and receives energy, stimulating, moving. What is going on?
She's throwing up.
Got a bellyache. She got a hold of something. Receives energy, stimulation, moving energy quickly and clearly. You gotta pick her up, take her out. Phone, that's not good. Moving energy quickly and clearly. A double determined. Yes, it was definitely made for him. Yeah, it definitely went past him one too many times. He definitely knew that.
What?
Her wand that you got. Energy it brings in a fresh vibrating flow, makes a great fit for a personal energy balance. Try placing it on the womb after the full release of energy from previous months and welcome the energy for a new cycle. So, this one is talking about us females, our ladies, that still get our monthly. That is also a great one because you can lay it right on your stomach like I was talking about. I will go really, really quick to the back where I was, reading. Yep. It says PMS ritual. It will relieve the pain, the heaviness of what a female will feel. The best time of the day, any time. Time needed about 15 minutes. If frequency as frequent as needed, up to 10 to 14 days up to menstrual cycle. What you will need: a bloodstone, coracle stone, a ruby, frostite, a rose, and essential oil. And then here, like we were talking about, with the shape and where to place them. And then you would go through the spell and I would lay there, and it shows this young lady is doing the same, and you can repeat it, you can lay there and let it absorb, but it is to help. This ritual is done at any time of the day, but, and this is the but part, you can pick the time of day that you want to do it. Like, to me, would be the best in the morning, right before you get ready to head to work or head with the kids, to do that ritual. Only because if you continue that every day while you're on it, some have health problems when they're on it, or it increases, or you get certain pains that you're not able to handle, then that really helps. But with that, it's one of those, you have to do it when you're ready. Just because somebody suggests it doesn't always mean it's right. And then it says, close your eyes and remain in the space for about 5 minutes so the stones can wave their vibrations through the wound. As in, this would be the stomach and that area. Take a deep breath and gently open your eyes. Essentially, what we learned when we went to this pagan little class that we went to over at Crystal Fox, the woman, Irene, showed us a way of putting your guard up and putting your guard down. Now, what you would do is you would close your eyes and you would breathe in and out. And then you would think of, for the protection, if you're doing it right now, you would think of the one thing you want to be protected. Mine was a rose bush, was the first thing that came to mind. And then you would take that deep breath, and then you would slowly breathe in. And while you're breathing in, you're visualizing that bush with the stickers and the roses creeping up from your toes to your ankles, up your calves, to your knees, to your hips, and so forth and so on. And then while your eyes are closed, then you are imagining that your bubble, your shield is there and what it is to do for you. Like mine was protection, because that was at the moment the lesson that we were doing. And then she said 1, 2, 3, and she snapped. We opened our eyes and we took that final breath. And before you knew it, some people were relaxed. Some people were, focused more. They were, calm. They weren't feeling on edge. And it's that simple. Why we do that on a relaxed day before we go out on an investigation. Even though we have our crystals, that additional shield is always, always, always important. You can, and in order to take it down, you would sit, stand, lay down. It does not matter the position. And close your eyes. And you would do the same thing. But this time we're doing it a little bit backwards. And we are picturing the rosebud and the bush and everything going from head to shoulder to elbows and just release. And at that time, you are relaxed, you're calm, and your protection is down, and you're good. If you feel like you need the protection before you leave the house, put it on. If there's an intention you need, like you got an interview today, you need to close your eyes and picture something that is going to help you focus more or stay calm and collective, not freak out. Think of a happy place. Think of, what you would love to be doing on the weekends or whatever the case may be, or your favorite dress or whatever makes you proud and happy. Then you would do the same thing. This time we're going up, doing the same thing. And then when you're done with that, you would let that out. And then the same thing when you get back from that interview or class or whatever, it would be the opposite. It's very simple to do. We have learned that with her. I'm hoping to learn more because we do get to meet her again. and learn some more things. She is an awesome lady. Her partner that she has written this book with has been awesome as well. I am hoping to get them back on the show for another one. They do classes. On Facebook, I have shared their Black Feather class. They do for three levels, I believe. So it was pretty awesome. So I might check that out as well. But with that, we are going to end the show with that. And then this weekend, speaking of plans, I will try my best because I do think it would be very interesting to see this. And she does allow us to video, so she does not have a problem with that. That's why we were allowed to before. And we will see what we can get. And then tomorrow, being Friday, Samuel, I was going to tell you off the show, but I'm here now. We will do Sam's show that we were supposed to do last night. Chad got some news that his uncle has passed away. He was like a father figure to him. So it has hit him pretty hard. But with that, we will do Samuel's show tomorrow because we don't have anywhere to go. We have little girl home and the kids have plans, essentially. Tiff has to work and Austin's going out. So Saturday, we are going to the little convention festival thing. And I will try to video that. I would love to go live. So if I'm able to go live, then I will see you guys then. It starts at 1, so we will see. Just hit me up after this. I will, Sam. I will. Then after that, we are going to go investigate. And since we're going to be in the Frederick area, we might as well figure out what's there. Why not? It's a new place. So we will have a new location. Yeah, it was pretty sad. So he's dealing with it. We're all here for him. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting weekend. Oh, not that. Right there. So I hope you guys have a great and safe weekend. And keep an eye out for us tomorrow. Same time, 6:30. We will be back on. Check out a Paranormal in the Funhouse on Twitch tomorrow night. Yes, they are going to Crybaby Bridge. I would love to go back to Crybaby Bridge, but I don't want to interrupt somebody else's investigation. So Paranormal in the Funhouse is going to the same Crybaby Bridge that we went to before. They are going there tomorrow night. So you guys can keep an eye out for them and see what they do. They go more in the woods. We haven't yet. I think we did once, but it really wasn't much. It was just the back of some houses. So we'll see what they come up with. But with that being said, I'm going to hop off of here. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Stay safe. Plenty of love. Always, always. And we love you guys. See you guys tomorrow night.